after the swearing in of President Bola Tinubu to launch back now. President should never allow evil to intimidate or defeat us. Okay, and that's but so many stories here, so many stories here. Kidnappers, targets, tips. The tips, of course, are what we've always been saying here. Try and travel light. In the first instance, if it's not important, don't travel. To be honest with you, if it's not important, don't travel. And when you travel, try and travel light, or your jewelry, wristwatches, and things like that. You keep them at home. Especially in the case of the Obas, all those big gold chains or whatever, you keep them at home. Your wristwatches, expensive things on you. So you are not a target. This is not a time to put your expensive vehicles on the road. That is a given. This is not a time for you to be moving around with escort. That is a given. Because what you sometimes find with these people is, once they see you coming with an armed escort, it gets attractive. And where did I read now that they shoot at sight? Kidnappers shoot at moving vehicle. So you want to go and do something in Ikole, or you are going to do whatever in Ijebu, they give you 2 mopo. There was an incident that happened somewhere in the south. I can't remember. I don't know whether it was Emefiele, his wife, or who it was, had full escort. They were the first to run into the bushes. Yes, the first to run into the bushes. So I think the more you lower your whatever, the better. Also, estates are advised now, you must tighten security in your estates. And it's good that you have communal security, meaning if you live in a cluster of estates, it's better if all of you come together and have a security network that takes care of the neighborhood. This is not the time for you to be fighting your neighbor over parking space, or to fight somebody over making noise in the morning. All of us have to get together, and make sure. Because in Ibadan, they go to people's homes. Just like in the days of armed robbery, rather than go and carry the television and the fridge and whatever, they take the persons that are there. So that is the bulk of what is all over the stories. Everywhere is kidnapping. Yes, sir. So we can move on to the next one.
That's right. Let's move on to let's go take this sports story in the Vanguard newspaper. I know some of you are wondering, sports gear.
I brought it purposely.
But let me,
so we don't miss it.
Yes.
I would have put it at the end.
This story says mass resignation rocks indomitable lions.
Yes, the Cameroonians, mass resignation. In a way, my mind is very soft towards things like this. I felt so sorry for them. But that match caught me completely by surprise. And it caught everybody by surprise. Yeah. And I must give it to them. I'm also hearing that the president provided a lot of support. Let's just put it in that support. And it was nice to see that also he took out time in his private visit to France to watch the match. An advice for the presidency, though, please, especially for his son, because the 1 or 2 videos that I saw were credited to Sheyi Tinubu, something political organization. Please, the CSO, do not let people carry cameras where the president is privately. That's why he has an official cameraman. Do not let anybody, including your son, carry cameras, including the president's son, rather, this to the CSO. Because these things are revealing. I won't say what I saw. That's neither here nor there. But these things are revealing. And Captain Blade will tell you for free, little snippets like that you see that you can pick, you can profile and have a sense of what's going on around the man. And I don't think that can be pretty dangerous. I know what I saw in 1 or 2 videos, and I don't think it was appropriate. You must enforce that discipline. Even his family members. You don't carry cameras around the president and take shots and videos. It doesn't work that way. So back to the story. The Cameroonians were thrown into confusion. The confusion was so that they even brought in. Well, I think the guy must have been my classmate at Furabe College.
Is it?
The guy who came in about 15 minutes to
Abubakar.
Babayen.
Abubakar.
He must be my age mate.
He's a good player. It's a fantastic.
What did he play?
He showed us Shege the last time he played against us.
We didn't play anything. When they saw, how old is the guy?
I totally agree with you. I can't remember now.
How old is the guy?
But he's not up to 40 yet.
No, that cannot be. Baba is over 40. That's why I said I thought it was my classmate in Furabe College.
He just looked like that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He's a brilliant player.
I thought it would look like. Well, I thought maybe he did classics in Furabe.
No, he's a brilliant. In fact, he's a dangerous goal poacher.
So why didn't they put him in from the beginning?
Perhaps it was because he's paid his dues. He's probably on his way out of the national team. The same way we have kept Ahmed Musa on the bench.
Yeah, why was he on the bench?
They're on their way out of the national team, essentially. Yeah.
I don't know. Yourself and Agbede can. That Agbede, Sheku Agbede.
Yeah.
Do you think he ever played football?
It's possible.
Sheku didn't play any football.
No, but it's possible.
It's calculation that he's using. Calculation. I know he's from the royal family.
Egmont, don't mind him, please.
One last question concerning football. Is there Kurube in football?
Yes, absolutely.
Kurube,
I don't know about on the international level.
If he can be at the local,
on the local, yes, absolutely. I can tell you a story. So back in the day, when we were very young, when I was still kicking, we had this Egbon on our streets then. He was supposed to be part of the, I think it was Green Eagles or something, drafted. In fact, he had been drafted. You see, every time, it was after I think 2 or 3 times, every time he was supposed to go to the airport for him to join the team, he sleeps off.
Why? There are all kinds. I also heard all kinds.
He just sleeps off. If he forgets totally, he sleeps off.
I am sure. Let me get Emmanuel Obasa, who was our captain, who let us beat Igbobi. If true there was Kurube, if there was anything in his socks or something. But I also heard that they put something that says Sunday. So when you take a chop,
no, I don't know.
Sunday.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't want to disparage the school where I repeated my school cert. I don't want to disparage the school, but so that people don't misunderstand me. But I remember when we wanted to play St. Gregory's College, we had, I think it was Moshood, but I don't know who went to Ibadan to go and bring the Kurube. And then they then said that all the none of the players we shouldn't allow them leave the hostels, because none of the players should go near a woman before the game. And so I was one of the soldiers. All of us, we guarded the soldiers. So they said, what we were told when the man arrived with the group is that Ojoma Role Metao, that there will be sprinkling of water 3 times. And it is those 3 times that we are going to score. In the morning of the match, one of our female teachers said that she wanted to join. She said, I want to go with the boys. She wanted to join them in the school van. We said that these people should not. She said no, but she wants to go with the boys. Our principal, he said, what are you boys? Because when our principal talks, you will add the
last one, okay.
What are you boys doing? He said, we are something that nobody could talk, and we are looking for go. You are going to go late from there to Onikon. And then the woman now at the end of the day, she joined. They beat us 3-0.
Wow.
We everybody paid though. In boarding house, students. If you didn't pay, we'll carry your mattress.
Why now?
Aquatina will be laughing in his house now. If you didn't pay, we'll carry your mattress. I believe that if there is Kurube in our everyday lives, there should be Kurube in football.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
I even had one story of another Egbo.
Yes.
That one was very good. That one was supposed to be part of the Golden Eaglet for 1993, I think so. Very good friend. His younger brother was my elder brother's friend. So this one, I am very, very sure of the story.
Yes.
Anytime he was ready to follow them, what's their name? That Kanwako set that time. Anytime I was supposed to follow them like this, to go and play any game, his legs would swell up.
There are all different kinds of the one I know that's
and he was the number 10. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be ahead of Oruma.
Oh, okay.
In that team.
If there is no Kurube, why do players always touch the grass before they go?
I think they're just praying.
Do you pray by touching the grass?
I think they're just praying.
When you were praying
some of them, some of them, I think they're just praying. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move on. But were you impressed by the performance of the Super Eagles, though?
I said I watched that match standing in my own sitting room. It's not as if I went to I watched it. My body was in the was in the. There's this place across my house from my balcony. I can see them. I'm always aligned with them. When the goal is scored, I will go to the balcony and shout to them and come back.
They didn't even know that you're doing
anything. They didn't know that I'm doing anything. But I said if Nigeria goes to the final, I'm going to cook food, everything for them. Going, boys, eat whilst they are watching this.
Wow.
Oh yes. Up Nigeria, it was quite. And I must also, admit that the president did a lot to encourage them. He kept calling them, and at some point they even invited him to come. These little things matter.
Yes.
Unlike the other gentleman who would just sit quietly in his own whatever, they kept calling them, speaking to them, and encouraging them. I have the news here.
Oh, okay.
I have the
metro.
The metro, yes.
Okay, yeah. Let's go through the metro.
And then the health. That
yes,
first page.
Yes, the set page.
No, health.
Oh, the Tuesday Vanguard Health. Okay.
You put it upside down. Right. Okay. So let's quickly look at the. Look at another one here. At doctors of Kaduna. Doctor. Husband of where's the other one?
It's right here.
The papers have been mixed up. Who touched my papers now? Okay, let me just leave that story. There's another one here. Man arrested for alleged assault on ex-wife with stone. Osokoba. Ojulokoni. One Mary Ololuwa was allegedly injured on her face by her ex-husband, Olamilekan Morekeji, when she refused to provide him with information on his children. Why do men get this violent?
I saw the video.
The church members die, others. It's all about crime and crime here. Nothing much to, so that we don't waste time.
Yeah.
We can go to health.
Yeah, let's touch the health story. Health page rather, health-wise. Let me just hand you the page because there are usually
so many stories.
Yes.
Okay. You need to listen to this. It is untrue that women don't donate blood, says the hematologist. I think there's this. It's also like the story of telling you to go and get a police report before people are treated. I don't know where it ever came from. Oh, women don't donate blood because of their periods and so on and so forth. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No, I haven't.
You hear women don't donate blood. But medical experts have said here that blood donation is not only for men, that women too can donate blood to save lives, despite the limitations that affect their donation rate. Okay, so you can't do it too often because every month you have an outflow, but it doesn't mean you can't donate at all. According to the experts, the claim that women cannot donate blood is just a myth and lacks scientific backing, maintaining that the decline in the female voluntary blood donors is just a cultural thing and has nothing to do with medicine. There's this story again. You children should listen to this one. Oh. Denying children eggs may cause poor brain development. So an egg a day. I think there was a government one time that had the policy on an egg a day. Now, whether this egg we are talking about is this agric thing that we eat that is completely tasteless, I don't know. A good, I'd give anything to eat the good old eggs I ate, when I was anemic. So I had to eat 2 eggs a day. But those eggs were very rich. And then you had, native eggs. The yellow was very, whatever, So anyway, what it says here is they lamented the high cost of eggs, but that it is advisable that you give your child an egg a day. It is not komolole. Some people say, in social circles that if you give a child an egg, you start stealing. That's in the past. The children of today, you must give them an egg a day. There's also something here. Endocrinologist Dr. Fasomade says that contrary to the common notion that patients with diabetes only eat unripe plantain, the endocrinologists have advised that those battling with the degenerative disease not to jettison carbohydrates in their diet. Well, can eat eba and fufu and all these things, especially traditional diets like gari, local unpolished rice, and yam flour, among others. Medical experts, however, say people with diabetes should be mindful of their carbohydrate intake, noting that eliminating them from the diet could do more harm than good. I remember one Alaja of blessed memory, they told her, she went to the doctor diagnosed diabetes. Alaja got one monitor sugar. And then she stopped eating everything. Carbohydrate, everything. She got the advice wrongly. And she died. Oh yes. So everything must be, depending on the state of your diabetes, everything must be in measure. I mean, I'm diabetic. I eat anything in sight. I'm sorry to say, I'm not a good example, yes, but you take it in moderation. You can always test your blood every day to know if you've gone overboard, okay? And you should never be found without that kit. That much I will tell you. Adults who experience childhood stress risk 50% heart disease. Okay, so we need to be careful with our children because if you put them under so much stress now, by the time they grow old, it is likely that they might end up with a heart disease.
Some would say that you're making them, tough.
Well, you have to put, again, it's all about measurement. But of course, I went through a tough upbringing. I mean, not tough in this middle class family, so it wasn't anything like that, but discipline. My mother, okay. Sometimes it's now that I appreciate, my mother would tell you she'll be cooking soup. Once she sees you looking around there, she says, over tall. You say, when you put your hand out, you press the spoon, the hot spoon.
Yeah, tall.
The discipline. The discipline. But hey, she's been long gone.
Yeah. And
I mean, I can hold my own with discipline. Things like don't stop. It's better when you say to you, but my mother sees you and she sees you looking at tap your mouth or something like that. So invariably, what it does is that I've grown up to mind my business and little things like that, So at first, I didn't know whether my mom liked me or I didn't even know. The discipline was so much. You go to somebody's house, they tell you, would you like a soft drink? My mom would say, yes, he loves 7-Up perfume. Heaven help you. You have to wait for that signal.
So my takeaway in that from that what's it called now, the health page, is about the diabetes. It goes beyond the diabetes as well.
Yes.
It also speaks to other ailments as well, as in make sure you understand whatever your healthcare provider
and put
is
it in
telling
a balance.
you.
Don't. I have some people say, I can't do something. I don't.
Better still, always get second opinion. It helps a whole lot.
It's just like alcohol. Some people will say that they don't drink alcohol. A little alcohol is good for the heart. But you have people who would say that they don't drink alcohol.
Well, I don't drink alcohol.
I wasn't talking about you.
You don't have to talk about
come over and let me give you something nice to make your blood thick. You better not. I'm in holiday mood now, so don't. You have never tasted alcohol?
No.
Not even a teaspoonful.
Why?
Not even the milder alcohols,
Which one is mild alcohol?
The creamy drinks,
No.
Creamy Baileys and all these things. No. Don't you feel anything, a sense of loss?
Why? I've not lost anything.
Don't you feel that what Jimi Disu have tasted, I've not tasted? What don't you feel it?
Why would
we will try it one day.
No, we will not.
Try it now, just a little bit. Okay, a teaspoonful.
No, it's not going to happen. It's not happening. Please, let's go. Let's be going.
Let's go. I'll see you all at 9.
Yeah. Naira has plunged to 1,500.
Yeah. Don't go there. You just spoiled my mood. You just spoiled my mood. Yesterday morning. It was 1,004.
I saw it now. I saw it.
It was 1,004.
I saw it.
1,004 yesterday, just yesterday. And so you ask yourself, what is the government reaction to all this? It keeps going up in leaps and bounds. In 50s, in 100s. Can you imagine? Dollar. So that means the pound will almost be, at this rate, we are going to have, if you want to have 1,000 pounds, you are going to have to drop 2 million naira. Now we know where we are headed.
So I was just looking through the many
renewed
comments here, and I saw that people are already buying a bag of pure water for 350, 400.
We just started. You just started. Do you know what it is? 1,000 pounds is nothing, really. It's not as if it's some. It's okay. It's a lot of money, yes, but it's not. You could easily buy a nice suit for 1,000 pounds. Nothing you can buy. Okay, I bought a stereo set once for 1,000 pounds. It was an indulgence, but I said to myself, hey, I've worked all my life. I like this stereo set. I bought it. It wasn't any big deal. But I wouldn't have wanted to put down 2 million naira to buy a stereo set. I mean, work it out in your head. That's the problem that many people have now. So if you have your money, what do you do with it? If you keep it in the bank here, it keeps depreciating.
Yeah.
If you want to change it, you have to go look for a lorry load of currency to buy it. And we still don't have a front page story, a deal breaker that says that at last, this is what we are going to do. We don't have it. Just yesterday, it was 1,004. Now, just yesterday. Renewed hope indeed. I just feel. Maybe I can say a lot more.
Well, we heard that. We heard that. We have to go now. Thank you so much. But the show returns. Daily Digest will be back at 9. Where we'll talk about some other things, right?
Yeah, we'll be back at that.
Okay. All right. Lagos is back to Coffee Battles in the morning. Crossfire. Stay here, please.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3